Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this video I will discuss figure of speech. Figure of speech is a very important section if you are preparing for BA or MA entrance exam or even TGT, PGT in KVS, NBS, etc. So the video of figure of speech will be in two parts. This is the first part. In this video I will discuss 10 figure of speech, and in the next video I will discuss the remaining figure of speech. So let's first see what is figure of speech. See, we all use ornaments to beautify ourselves. So the same thing is, what is ornament to the human body, the same thing is figure of speech to the language. Figure of speech is used to beautify the language. So figure of speech is the ornament of language. So now let's first see a very common figure of speech, that is simile. Simile is when we compare two different objects which has at least one similarity, and we make the comparison by using words like such, as, like, so, etc. Let me give an example. Wordsworth said, I wandered lonely as a cloud. So here a poet's loneliness is compared to cloud. So these two are completely different things, but both has one similarity, that is both are lonely. And we compared these words with the word as. I wandered lonely as cloud. So this is simile. Now let's see what is metaphor. Simile and metaphor is quite similar, but they have a major difference. Let me tell you that. See, metaphor is also when we compare two different things with each other, but here we do not use words like such, as, like, so, etc. Like variety is the spice of life. So here I am comparing a variety of life to spice, but I am not using words like such, as, so, like, etc. This is the difference between simile and metaphor. I hope you have understood simile and metaphor. Now let's jump to another figure of speech, that is allegory. Allegory is a long and detailed description of one thing under the image of another thing. This is mainly used to give a moral lesson or purpose. The examples of allegories are John Bunyan's Pilgrim's Progress, Spencer's Fairy Queen, Jonathan Swift's Gulliver's Travel, etc. So let me give the example of Gulliver's Travel. If we read that, we will see this is a description of journey of Gulliver to 4 imaginary places. So this is like, when you read this, it feels like it is a children's literature. Why we are reading this in our graduation syllabus? But actually the meaning, that is Jonathan Swift wants us to understand that here he presents the satire against the whole humanity. So under the image of the 4 journeys, he represents the satire against humanity. This is allegory. Now let's see what is fable. Fable is a short fictional story with a moral lesson where the characters are animals, like Panchatantra, Aesop's tale, etc. Now let's see what is personification. Personification is a figure of speech where abstract ideas or inanimate objects are spoken of as if they have life. Like experience is the best teacher. See, we know that teacher is a person, but experience is not a person. So here I am saying experience is a best teacher. So here I am speaking of experience as if it is a person. This is personification. Now the next figure of speech is apostrophe. Apostrophe is when a direct address is made to a person or an inanimate object or any ideas. Let me give the example of the first line of the poem Ode to the West Wind. The line says, O wild west wind, thou breath of autumn's being. So here the poet directly addressing the west wind by saying, O wild west wind. This is apostrophe. Now let's see the next figure of speech, that is metonymy. Metonymy is a figure of speech where instead of using the literary term for one word, we use some another word which is directly connected to the first word. Like he succeeded the throne. So what does this mean? This means he became the king. But instead of saying he became the king, we are saying he succeeded the throne. So throne is something which is directly associated to the word king. So this is metonymy. Let me give another example, a very common example we use, that is the pen is mightier than the sword. So what does this mean? This means a writer is mightier than the warrior. So pen is something which is connected with the writer, and the sword is something which is connected to the fighter or warrior. So this is metonymy. Now let's see what is Synecdoche. This is the next figure of speech. Synecdoche is a figure of speech where a part is used to designate the whole, or a whole is used to designate the part. Like very commonly we say it took 10 hands to complete the work. What does this mean? It means it took 10 people to complete the work. So hands is a part of human being. So we are using the word hands to represent the human being. This is Synecdoche. Now let's see the next figure of speech, that is alliteration. Alliteration is a figure of speech where the repeated use of the same consonant at the beginning of every word in one line. If I give the example, it will be more clear to you. Let me give the classic example of alliteration from Macbeth. Fair is foul, foul is fair. So let's see the first consonant of the every word of the sentence is F. So a fair is foul, foul is fair. So this is F is used at the beginning of the every words. This is alliteration. Now let's see what is hyperbole. Hyperbole is a figure of speech where exaggeration is made. Like it is mainly used to give the humorous effect to the readers. Many times writers say that sea is beautiful than the moons and the stars. Literally, it cannot be true. A person cannot be more beautiful than a moon or the stars. This is simply exaggeration. This exaggeration is called hyperbole. So these are the 10 figure of speech I have talked about in this video. I hope you have liked the video, and in the next video, the part 2 of the figure of speech, I will discuss the remaining figure of speech, and after that I will also upload a practice set of figure of speech that will help you to practice the figure of speech for your exam. So if you have liked the video, please like, comment and share with your friends, and please subscribe the channel if you haven't done yet. Thank you for watching.